now we will look at our chakras, and I will talk and teach you about how they relate to recovery and how they can support your recovery with us going through these crystal bowls and allowing our body to come into alignment and allow our chakras to come into alignment. Gives us the opportunity to really take advantage of how these different chakras support our recovery and support us being sober and continuing on our path of recovery. So we'll get started. The root chakra being the lowest chakra at the bottom of our spine. We're sitting on it. If you're sitting on your bottom right now, you're sitting on your root chakra. And so this is our place of feeling safe, feeling solid, feeling stable. And this is our place of really taking up space. We are physical beings, and we take up matter, and we are taking up this space that we're in, right? And so it's important that we feel safe in our space and that we feel worthy of our space, right? So really, when we are sitting on this root chakra and we're opening this root chakra, we are really leaning into feeling like we belong here and we deserve to be here and we are safe being here, and that the universe will send in people that will help us stay safe, that will help us with having shelter and food so that our basic needs are met and so that we can feel safe as humans here. So we'll start with that. This next chakra is our sacral chakra, and that's right below the belly button. This is yellow, and this is our space of creativity, sexuality, and emotions. And when this chakra is closed, we aren't allowing our emotions to flow. We aren't allowing ourselves to be creative and be free. Maybe we don't let ourselves dance. We don't get up and move around. We don't have this flow of emotion in our body. And so when we're thinking and when we're opening this space and really aligning this sacral chakra, we're going to think about the color orange, and we're going to think about how fun it is to dance. We're going to think about how fun it is to feel emotions and how normal emotions really are, that every single emotion that we experience as humans is natural and normal, including anger, including sadness, including grief. And we're just going to allow all the emotions that want to come up. We're going to allow them to come up, and we're just going to observe them. We're just going to observe that they're there. They came up for a reason, because they want to be healed and they want to be released. And so our sacral chakra is this area and the center of our emotional release, so that we can really express that and get that out of the way and out of our body, so it's not causing us pain and it's not getting stuck, right? This next one is going to be our solar plexus chakra. And this is the one that's right above our belly button. And this is a yellow color and responds to yellow. So if you're eating yellow foods, or if you're coloring or drawing and you use, or painting and you use yellow, or when you're looking at yellow things, when you notice the color yellow, it's allowing this space to expand. And the solar plexus chakra helps us with our recovery because this is our place of personal willpower and making free choices and boundaries. Boundaries are super important in recovery, right? Our boundaries allow us to maintain this environment that's going to support our goals. And when we feel safe and we feel stern in our boundaries, and we are establishing these boundaries with others, then we are really exercising this solar plexus area, and that is that area of personal willpower. So this is a powerful space. This is a very strong space in some of us and not so much in others. But this is really a space that's really important for addiction, right? And really important for recovery from substance use. So just think about this space being yellow and open and helping support us with boundaries and creating these healthy spaces for ourselves. This next chakra is our heart chakra, and this is green or pink, and this is our space of love and loving others and loving ourselves. This heart chakra supports our recovery because when we are loving our life, when we are loving others, when we are loving ourselves, it's really important. Most of us that struggle with substance use, we don't love ourselves. Sometimes we hate ourselves. Sometimes, when guilt and shame come up, it's blocking the heart chakra. And so when we're practicing and we're expanding our heart space for ourselves, giving ourselves compassion, giving ourselves empathy, then we are allowing ourselves to heal, and we are reducing our triggers and we are reducing our cravings because we are addressing that guilt and shame that is a huge, huge trigger for wanting to use and wanting to numb that, right? A lot of times when we go through grief and we go through heartache and breakups, and those situations and life events can lead us to want to use. So sometimes that's related to this heart space being closed off, because when we have loss and when we have heartbreak, then it closes this space. And so we have to actively reopen that space, even when sometimes it hurts, even when sometimes we don't want to and we're scared. When we do that, we really help open this space, allow love to come to us, and allow ourselves, we can love others without allowing them to be in our life. We can have this open heart space with a family member or someone that we love. We can offer them love and healing and wish for that for them, and really activate our solar plexus chakra and create healthy boundaries for ourselves. That being able to do both and having all of those options open and happening at the same time means that we're aligning, right? We're aligning with love, which is healing for ourselves and others and the collective consciousness. And we're activating that solar plexus, protecting ourselves from more hurt, right? Protecting ourselves from these environments that may not be the best for us. So we can do both. Love with Boundaries is one of my events that I do, and so it's geared towards family members, but it really can apply for anyone and for all of us. We can love very much, our heart space can be completely open for someone, and also creating these boundaries so that we are loving ourselves, so that we're protecting ourselves, and that we are keeping our wellness and our well-being at the forefront of our goals. The next chakra is our throat chakra. And the throat chakra allows us to express ourselves. It allows us to express the feelings that we have. It allows us to express our boundaries verbally. It allows us to listen to others when they need to speak and they want to be heard. And so you can see how the throat chakra and the solar plexus chakra can work together, right? Our solar plexus helps us establish boundaries and know what boundaries are important for us, and what boundaries would help us stay in our personal power, right? But then our throat chakra supports us to express that in ways that people are understanding, in finding the words to use in order to express what our needs are, right? In a way that's healthy and productive for the relationship and for ourselves and others. So the throat chakra really gives us that freedom to express and also listen to others expressing themselves, and for us to be able to understand what they're trying to express through this chakra. This is blue, so this chakra is blue. Our next chakra is the third eye chakra. That is between and a little above our eyebrows. And this is a seat of intuition and knowingness. So an example would be if we've ever was presented with a situation or had, we're going somewhere and all of a sudden we just have this bad feeling like, I shouldn't be going there, or this isn't a good space for me, this isn't a good place for me, then that's your intuition. The intuition is this communication center for other things in our environment and the universe and our higher self. And so we can download information that we don't even know why or how we know it. And that's because our intuitive sense, it's our sixth sense, right? It's not our physical senses, but it's our spiritual senses. And so This is a purple, purplish blue color. And so this is really helpful for recovery when we are connecting with our intuitive senses and we are connecting with that information about our environment, right? So a lot of times, and this is my experience, this isn't, science, research studied, but in my experience, all of the clients and people that I've worked with that use substances, they're actually very, very intuitive beings. And trauma really helps open this space of connecting with intentions in our environment, right? When we are able to sense danger or sense that things aren't good for us, then we can protect ourselves, right? So trauma really helps to open this. Again, this is my experience. And so a lot of folks that use substances, they already have very intuitive senses, but they don't trust them. And they don't listen to those intuitive senses. I often hear people say, I knew I shouldn't have went over there. I knew that they were going to have drugs over there, or they were going to be drinking, and I just ignored it, right? And so that is that knowingness of this isn't for your best good, right? And so you get that feeling, but then you don't listen to it. You ignore it and you just push through. And so one of the ways that I help my clients and people that I work with is that we really learn how to trust that intuitive sense. We really learn how to trust ourselves. When we get bad vibes from somebody, that's our intuition. If it doesn't feel right and the frequency is off, that's our intuition. And so when we trust that and we really lean into that guidance and follow that guidance, then it really helps us in making recovery-based choices and healing choices. So let's open that space and just remember that, this may already be open for you, and this exercise will just be the mantra of I trust my intuition, I trust myself, right? The next chakra is the crown chakra at the top of our head. And the crown chakra is our connection to spirit and connection with others, oneness, feeling connected to other people, feeling connected to nature, feeling connected to universe or God, however you however you define that, right? And so, of course, when we feel alone or we feel like people don't understand us and we really isolate ourselves because we feel alone, that's an indicator that the crown chakra is not flowing, that it's stuck and stagnant in there. And so, when we can open that space and we can reconnect, sometimes it's a reconnect, most of the time it's a reconnect, because when we're born, our chakras are very open. We're very connected with who we are as humans as well as spirit, but then childhood experiences and life kind of takes us away from that spiritual connection for a lot of us. And so the crown chakra, when we can really connect with others and we can feel understood and we can feel like, when we take care of nature, that nature's going to take care of us, that the earth is going to take care of us, and that people, will take care of us, because in doing so, they're taking care of themselves. And for us, when we help others, then that's going to come back to us. And that's through that oneness that we can really feel that healthy identity of being universe beings, right? And being magical beings, where we are able to manifest and we're able to connect with that spirit realm. So thinking about this, just, really focus on that thought and that mantra of I am connected, right? I am one with others and all. Thank you so much for joining me today and allowing me to support you in your journey. I'm very excited to continue with these lessons and classes to really help others align and help them heal. So don't forget to check me out on Facebook, and I'm on LinkedIn as well. And I have a YouTube channel, Victoria Gore and Holistic Recovery Services. And my website is holisticrecoveryservices.org. If you are interested in some one-on-one coaching or some additional healing services such as Reiki, you can email me at victoria@holisticrecoveryservices.org, or you can call or text me 701-680-5207. See ya.